Just when the hell does she come down here anyway? Oh, it's you. And it's you. I'm surprised to see you again. And I'm surprised you're not dead. Why is that? Well, not many people actually manage to come back for a second try. She frowned, seemingly annoyed by a passing thought. I beg your pardon. Like the rest of the track team, for instance. Still, it was only supposed to be on a volunteer basis, so it's not that big of a deal. Big of a shock. What? And I guess it's pretty early in the morning, obviously. A shrug, and suddenly it appears that she's forgotten what she was talking about. The frown disappears entirely, and she seems to snap back to her previous train of thought. So come on then. What? You're here to run again, right? Well, yes. So come on. I find myself suddenly grabbed and yanked onto the track. We are being forced, she's going to kill us. Things seem to set on mornings things seem to be set on mornings mirroring yesterday's run. That is, I seem to be struggling while enemy moves with an effortlessness that I find invaluable. I butchered 2 words. I don't know. It's incredibly bothersome to be so easily worn out. I know I should be patient, work towards things gradually, but it's difficult to stay positive at this. We round the track and start our second lap. Emmy seems to have grown impatient, keeping pace with me, and begins to pull away. How dare you? This is where I gave out yesterday. Will I be able to do it? Go for it? Take it easy. Oh, no, when in doubt, save it out. Nah, I'm not. Go for it. I'm gonna. Nah, but then. No. If we go for it, they'll probably kill us. Because being round her means death. As we know once already when she hit our chest. Take it easy. I let Emmy go with her own pace, and she doesn't show mercy, pulling half a lap ahead of me in an instant. I don't blame her. I mean, it's not as if I'm really putting up any sort of real fight out here, is it? Instead, I'm just running at a steady pace, which is what I should be doing, right? Yes. There's no need to be pushing my limits at this stage of the game. God, is this even worth it? As we finish the second lap, I break off again. Emmy keeps going, and it almost seems to me that she's disappointed. That's stupid. Why would she be disappointed? I don't have anything to prove to her. Come to think of it, I've got nothing to prove to myself either. Good man. I'm just fine the way I am. Good man. Here's my brother again. And what I'm not is a runner. And what I'm not is a runner. There we are. Now it makes sense. It's like we're twins. This was probably a bad idea. Yep. Maybe there's something else I can do instead of this. Yep. Getting up this early sucks anyway. There's got to be some other way to keep healthy. There is. Walking maybe? Nice afternoon walks? Yeah, that sounds good. Running isn't for me. It's like I was speaking about myself then. About the running. I wave to Amy and head back to my room, thank God. I'll think of something else later. Back in my room, the first thing I see is the familiar row of medication bottles lined up on top of my dresser, and it makes me depressed as usual. It's annoying. I thought I was okay. I thought I had made my peace with this thing, gotten over it. I thought I had made my peace with this thing, gotten over it. That doesn't make sense to me. But what I really did, I allowed myself to forget that I have a problem. Being here really reminds me of the reality, and trying to fight against it just hurts. Reflecting on it is only going to do so much. I've done this before for months. It seems like it's time to get over it. If I allow myself to forget that my life is definitely not going to be as long as those of others, I won't get anywhere. My life may be different from others, but it is a life in progress. That is how I'll rationalize it. I down the usual handful of pills, trying to push the sudden dreary feeling out of my head. Then I prepare to head out to class early, as usual. Oh dear Lord, if we see Kenji again. As I step into the hallway, I notice Kenji coming around the hallway corner, stealthily making his way over to his room with a large bag. As he sneaks past me, soundlessly, like a ninja hiding in plain sight, I call out to him, Jesus. Hey. He jumps at the sound of my voice. Oh, hey man, I didn't notice you there. I'm really tired. I think it's more like he didn't see me, but that's not the issue. Where have you been this early? Shopping? Nah, I wasn't shopping. Sometimes I have to visit the math teacher. Yeah, I figured it would be a good idea to find out when my next exam is, since he tells you in advance if you want. So then, what's in the bag? I thought I'd go shopping while I was outside. I need supplies to continue to fight against the vast feminist conspiracy. Okay. I thought you didn't go outside. I wear a hat now. Okay. I decide to not point out that I was not wearing a hat. An awkward silence settles between us, and then Kenji breaks it by pushing his door open slowly, releasing a creak sound into the air that only makes the moment seem more awkward. He sets the bag down inside his room and then closes the door. I'm surprised you went out of your way to find out a test date. Trying to take advantage of an opportunity to study is pretty diligent. I never study. Oh. I just wanted to know when the next test day was. I'm not going to take it, duh. I need to know so I know what day I can't afford to skip class. He usually sends out updates on that crap by phone, so I had to step out and check up on it. Then why do you have to go out why do you go out when you can get it on your phone? I don't carry a phone. What do you mean you don't carry a phone? You mean you just leave it at home? Nah, I don't use phone. I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone. Phones. I have no phone. Why don't you have a phone? How can you not have a phone? No phone at all? No phone? I just don't like phones. Actually, I'm kind of scared of them. I don't know why. I think it's some kind of repressed trauma. But basically, when I hear a phone, I get nervous. It's my darkest secret. Oh dear Lord. I have two theories on it. Either I have a fear of receiving some undefined, anonymous, life-altering doom call, or I was beaten with a phone in the past. Beaten so badly I can't remember it. Beaten in the head. Well, where else could I get beaten with a phone that would make me unable to remember it? The ass. That escalated quickly. Unexpectedly logical. I feel very depressed now, sensing this conversation is more or less over. Kenji opens his door again and prepares to head inside. Yeah, I'm going to sleep, dude. Have a good one. Class is going to start in like 20 minutes. I already did something today. Too tired to go to school. Hey, you need some lip balm? I accidentally bought it too. I thought the store had started selling individual double AA batteries. Thanks, but no thanks. Whatever, man. He swiftly enters his lair, finally letting me go to class. His lair. For a change, I'm not among the first to come to morning class. Instead, almost everyone else seems to be here already. I recognize most of my class by their faces by now, though the names escape me still. Class goes on lazily. I think I'm starting to get into the rhythm of school. I have even stopped worrying about taking notes and being overtly attentive. The first days I was pretty high strung in class. Muto finishes his lecture about electricity early, but continues without a pause about the festival. So, as you know, the festival is on the day after tomorrow. I hope everyone's projects are going to be successful this year. Have a good time, but also come Sunday, please keep the meaning of this festival in your minds. Games and fried food! Everyone bursts out in laughter, and so do I. Yes, thank you, Mikado. But what I meant was, that was not me. The remainder of the sentence is buried beneath the ring of the lunch bells, and everyone starts packing their things. Muto deliberates for a moment, but since almost nobody seems to pay attention anymore, he gives up and sits down. People are covering the ugly picture. It's crowded in the hallway, or as crowded as hallways in this school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria. Oh, good dear Lord! Isao, get my gun! I'm going to make you a one-time, only super extra special lunch offer. Go on. Emmy's homemade lunchboxes and the privileges of enjoying them in private with two bombshell beauties. You have my complete undivided attention. Her overly flirtatious sale pitch echoes in the hallway, a remarkable feat since it's full of people. Emmy strikes a very confident-looking pose as though as an attempt to one-up her own ridiculousness, puffing her very modest chest and making the V for victory sign with her hand. Sounds delicious. To what do I owe this honour of being invited? You stood there looking really lost and sad, so I thought you could use some company. No! Now that's probably the most depressing reason imaginable. So how about it? You're probably really lonely and would eat that awful cafeteria food alone otherwise. I'm kidding. Sure, I'll have your lunch offer. With pleasure. Pleasure? Bouncing power. Let's go to the roof. Ooh, roof. Why the roof? Because that's where animes always eat lunch. Anime people always eat lunch. I mean characters. Leave me alone. Because that's where we eat lunch. See, she even knows easily. And if I don't get up, then she'll probably wander off, and then I just know she'll go hungry because she never packs a lunch herself. Who will? Come with me. Without answering my kind of question or waiting for a response, she grabs me by the arm and drags me through the hallway. I attempt to make conversation on the way. Why'd you have an extra lunch? Emmy smiles guiltily. Actually, it's yesterday's lunch. I slipped in a run at lunch and forgot to eat it. Huh. I think I may remove the hitman I have on her, which is myself. Hold the guns, just in case. The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated, I don't know, but it's clearly been used recently. At the top of the stairs is a door, complete with missing padlocks. I wonder who the intrepid individual was that removed the lock. I think it was Emmy. So bright my eyes hurt. Emmy shifts the door open and steps beaming into the sunlight. It's Rin! Suddenly, a tall, dark stranger appears out of nowhere, standing imposingly in front of us. Emmy flinches back, almost falling back down the stairs. Eek! Hello. Yep, you scared me, Rin. Wait, isn't she? Hello. Noticing that Rin is speaking to me, Emmy looks curiously to me. You two know each other? I look confusedly at Emmy. Horsing around, ah. Huh. She's that friend of yours? Rin has turned her gaze towards the clouds drifting above the school. I didn't know you knew this person, Emmy. ... The awkward silence lasts for only a few seconds until Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugging the coincidence off. I invited Sal for lunch. If you know him, that's just better. Oh, does that mean I don't get food? Or did you invite him for lunch without the lunch? Neither. I have food for free. Nice thinking. They walk to the other end of the roof while I stay at the clock tower for a while, taking in the atmosphere and eating some sea salt ice cream. There is nobody else but us here. I guess the roof is not as popular as it is in other schools. Reference to nearly every anime. A few run-down benches and tables are scattered around the edge, perhaps in an attempt to make the rooftop look less desolate. Small pebbles covering the roof rattle beneath our feet. I peek through the chain link fence to take a look at the school grounds and beyond. To infinity and beyond.